The reason why you have not achieved your dream life or you haven't become your dream self is because you keep getting in your own way. And this is not news to you. You're self-aware enough to actually know that you're the problem here, okay? And that's the reason why you're here, because not only will I be calling you out with love, okay, but I will actually be telling you what you can do to stop getting in your own way, as someone who kinda is going through that journey myself, okay? So now, let's actually talk about how to get over your limiting beliefs, because guess what? No, you cannot build that big empire that you're thinking about if you keep getting in your own way, if you keep self-sabotaging, if you keep doubting yourself, if you don't believe you can actually make it, if you don't believe that you can actually be that person. You will not be that person, because it all starts from you. So yes, in as much as you want to start your business, in as much as you want to become this person, you have to actually get over those limiting beliefs that you hold on to, sometimes unconsciously actually, and they're not the reason why you are stuck where you are, okay? And so we're going to be breaking it down, because we cannot continue like this. You cannot continue planning on starting your business. You cannot continue planning on starting to create content. You cannot continue doing research. You can't continue working on yourself. You can't continue being in progress at all times. There has to be a point where you finally decide, actually, we're doing this, we're starting, because you've done enough research, you know what you need to do, you just need to start executing. And unfortunately, you can't do so if you don't believe you're the type of person who can do that. Neither do you believe that this is something that you can achieve. So we need to fix that up, okay? First thing that I need you to actually start with doing is identifying what your limiting beliefs are. What do you consciously or unconsciously believe about yourself? This could be caused by where you grew up. Maybe where you grew up, no one ever graduated from university, from college. And so at the back of your mind, you genuinely cannot believe that you'd be the first person to actually do so. In your family, no one actually owns a thriving, successful $1 million business. And so at the back of your mind, you want to start that business. You want to build this empire that you speak about. But honestly, you can't even see it for yourself. You can't even see yourself doing that. One thing I realized about myself was with content creation. I think the one thing that kept on being drilled into my head was that you cannot become something without having a formal job. It took a long time for me to realize this was something that I was holding on to, because as you can see, I am currently working a full-time job. And looking at it now, I think because I hold on to those beliefs, I felt like I first needed to get a full-time job while working on my business part-time. Then later on, I can quit my job and then go full-time in my business. But even then, it took a lot of rewiring for me to even think that I could work as myself, or work online, work with my laptop, work for myself full-time. It took a lot of rewiring, and it took a lot of brainwashing basically for me to actually get to that stage. So what I need you to do is actually sit down and think about all of these things. What is it that you are holding on to, whether because of the people that you're seeing around you, because of the type of life that people around you are living, because of what you keep seeing. This could even be with something as, I don't know whether to say simple or as complex as marriage, because different ways that you saw relationships go. For some people, they feel like a relationship will not end in marriage because marriage does not show up like that in their family, okay, or in the people around them. Other people just have a very bad idea of how a relationship would go, or what a healthy relationship actually looks like. They don't know what that looks like, and so they go around looking for unhealthy, toxic relationships because of these limiting beliefs that they have. And you kind of get stuck in the cycle where it's the same thing over and over again, and same, from generation to generation, it's the same thing. Everyone's lives kind of look the same. You're all living the same life. You're all not doing much, not succeeding much. And knowing you and the aspirations you have and all the things that you want to accomplish, or the ambition that you have in yourself, that's not something that you're willing to settle with. So what I need you to do after this video, okay, because you need to actually watch this video and finish it, what I need you to do is to actually write down, give yourself time where your mind is not on everything else. It would be the best time for you to actually sit down and think. What is it that you are holding on to? What is it that you have to unlearn? What are the beliefs that you have about yourself, about the people around you, about whatever it is that is important actually to you? What beliefs do you have? Write them down. And as time goes on, the more you open up yourself to actually realizing what it is that you think about, realizing what you think of or what you believe in, more and more things will keep coming up, and it will become easier and easier for you to realize these things. And so you can make your list and always have that list. Okay, number 2 that I have for you is then to rewire. The way I like to say it, brainwash yourself. Okay, so now I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, oh my word, these limiting beliefs will just like go away, poof, wow. No, I wish that would happen, but it doesn't work that way. And so the best thing that you can do for yourself, when you keep seeing something over and over again, it becomes a reality. When you keep seeing something over and over again, it becomes a normal thing. The life that you want to see for yourself, go on YouTube. You're currently on YouTube right now. Go and find people who are living that exact life that you want to live, or living a life that is similar to what you want to live. Follow those people. Listen to the advice that they're giving you. Watch their vlogs and see how they live their lives. Go and watch Tam Core. I don't know if I'm saying her surname right. Go and watch Alicia Gogan. Watch people who are living a life that you want to live, who are content creators full time. Watch people who are, working full-time on their business. Watch people who are living the life that you want to have, who are living in that penthouse, that are living in whatever place you actually want to live in. I want to live in Thailand very soon. Okay, so I do watch vlogs of people that stay in Thailand. Not as many people as I would have liked there to be, but we move anyway. So all I'm saying is, you want to familiarize yourself with things that you don't believe are possible for you, because guess what happens? The more you see it, the more you keep seeing people living this life, the more you realize, actually, this is actually possible. Like, I can do this too. Because not only are you watching them live their lives, a lot of people are very willing to actually share how they got to the point where they're living the life that they're living right now. They'll tell you about what, beliefs they had to actually adopt. They'll tell you about how they're working on themselves, how they started their whole, their whole journey, what started the whole journey, what got them to where they are right now. Go and watch these people. Go and learn from these people. Maybe you want to move out very soon, cough, cough, wink, wink. That's me too. But all I'm saying is, you want to move out, and so you're going to watch more videos of people moving out, going into their new apartment, the excitement of actually, finding a new apartment, moving in and preparing the whole thing. You want to familiarize yourself with things that, basically take what you think is not possible for yourself. Watch someone actually do it in real life. Watch someone live the life that you can't even, fathom for yourself. It makes it so much easier for you to then basically believe that it's real. Like I said, this is a form of brainwashing yourself. You are basically forcing yourself to be like, yeah, we're doing that. How? Don't know. Because usually, yes, that's how it starts. Do you know how you're going to do it? No. But are you going to do it? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So go and watch all of those business owners. Go and watch all of those people. Start changing the way that you think about yourself. So every time that you catch yourself watching someone's video and your first idea is, that could never be me. Why can't it be you? Ask questions. Ask yourself questions. Yes, you know that you have internal conversations with yourself. Don't play with me. Okay. Ask yourself, why can't it be you? Why can't it be you? What's the reason? Figure out what is the reason why you think the way that you do. And then proceed to break that down. Why do you think it can't be you? Oh no, because, I grew up in a poor family, and, just the idea of having to leave the country and go and live in a completely different place is not something that I feel like is possible, because none of my parents or anyone around my family has ever done that. Why haven't they done that? What is it that has actually stopped them from doing that? What do they say about themselves and about, you actually talking about that? That's another thing. Watch out for what you're listening to as well, because it has a very big impact. I've learned to, I don't want to say ignore, because yes, it still kind of affects me. I've learned how to push back on whatever is keeps being installed into me. So if I'm saying that I am going to get into, which is exactly what I did, I got into a creative career with no degree or experience, very different from what I had studied. I started engineering, but then I knew very well that it wasn't what I wanted, because I wanted location freedom, time freedom. As you can hear with those things, location, time, we do not have that, okay, in engineering. So I was just like, this is not the career for me. This is not what I want. And so when I realized this, I was like, actually, I'm just going to build my own career. I'm just going to go into marketing, because that's what I actually want to do. I was told that I wouldn't be able to get a job because I don't have any experience. or qualifications in marketing. Guess what? I have a job in marketing. How I did it is a process. Okay, I do have a video talking about how I actually got my first job in marketing, and I think I will at some point maybe talk about like the whole process and how you can do that as well. But all I'm saying is watch out for what you're being told. Learn to block out or to detach yourself, because sometimes your parents or the people around you say this with the best in mind. But remember, the vision was given to you alone. I always say this. This is your vision. God has told you what he wants you to do. It's a you thing. It is a vision you were given. It wasn't given to anyone else. So when people do not understand your vision, or when people backchat you over your vision, don't expect understanding from people. Don't expect support from people, because they can't fathom it for themselves. It is not their vision. It is yours. It is not their plan, it is yours. It is not God's will for them, it is God's will for you. And so once you realize this, you will stop internalizing what people are saying, because they're projecting their thoughts, they're projecting their beliefs, they're projecting what they believe about themselves and about their lives onto you. It's not about you, okay? Always remember that. Now that you know, this is not a you problem. This is not something you should be internalizing. What I need you to start doing is to start taking small steps towards actually rewiring your brain, towards brainwashing yourself, as I say. So what I need you to start doing, every single time you have a limiting belief, ask yourself why. Get the reason why it is there. Push back on that limiting belief, okay? Push back on whatever it is that you believe in, okay? It's up to you to start stepping on your own toes. You can't believe you can actually start a successful business? Start that business. Sell that one thing, two things, realize that people actually care or want the thing that you're selling. That's all you need to do. You need to keep proving yourself wrong. Keep proving those limiting beliefs wrong. Don't hold on to anything that does not serve you. Do not hold on to anything that does not agree with what you want for your life. You are allowed to do that. I'm saying this as someone who is also currently brainwashing themselves and working towards the life that I really want for myself, knowing damn well I have a lot of resistance towards actually getting there, because part of me still also doesn't believe that I can actually get there. But guess what? The steps that I am taking towards achieving the things that I want to achieve, towards getting to the life that I actually want, that's what's helping me actually decrease the resistance that I have towards getting to my dream life, towards getting to being who I want to be, my dream self. It is because of the small steps that I take. It is because of the small, decisions that I make that actually get me there. So all I'm saying is start small. Don't expect that you're somehow just going to get rid of that limiting belief. No, it doesn't work that way. I wish it did. I really do. But it doesn't work that way. Now, because you know it doesn't work that way, start taking actions. You will not get there if you keep stepping on your own toes. You will not get there if you keep standing in your own way. You will continue living the life that you're living right now. You will continue being broke the way that you are right now. And you will continue being dissatisfied with your life the way that you are right now. And we don't want that now, do we? We don't. Okay, so we need to actually start taking action that's going to allow us to get there. We need to start taking action that's going to allow us to get to our dream life, because you do not get there if you're not making any effort whatsoever to actually do so. Now, I need you to go and watch the video that I posted about how to start an online business. I know this is the number one thing that you have been procrastinating on, that you have been doing too much research on. You have done enough research. This is now you taking the steps that you need to take in order to start that business. I cannot continue telling you to stop doing research because you've done enough. Okay, go watch that video. I expect results. I am saying it right now. Okay, I need you in 3 months' time at most to have already started selling something, because you can't continue like this. Do you like being broke? Just asking. I'm not fighting. Do you like being broke? You don't, right? Do you like where you are right now? Do you like the way that your life is going right now? You don't. So let's do something about it. I will see you on that video.